Good evening and welcome to the October 9th meeting of the Livermore City Council. And I'll call the meeting to order.
Good evening. I'm here as board chair of Tri-Valley Nonprofit Alliance, and on behalf of Tri-Valley Nonprofit Alliance, I want to say thank you to the city of Livermore for the attendance at our anti-poverty collaborative event last Thursday. A big thank you to Mayor Marchand and Councilmember Carling for attending. In addition, I want to thank the city manager, Mariana Marshava, for attending, and Livermore staff, Brandon Cardwell, Fran Reisner, Amy Walker, and Shelley Haynes for attending.
Your city manager, Mariana Marshava. Item 7.1 is going to be presented by Ashley Vera, senior planner in the Community Development Department.
All right. Good evening, Mayor Marchand and members of the City Council. Tonight, I will be presenting an update on the Municipal Services Review Survey. In addition, we will be seeking direction on a citywide poll related to open space preservation. Each agency can request a sphere of influence amendment. City of Dublin staff informed City of Livermore staff that they submitted a request to amend the sphere of influence in Dublin Canyon to be within the City of Dublin's sphere of influence. The City of Dublin is considering annexing the land for future development, which would conflict with the City of Livermore's general plan, Alameda County's general plan, and Alameda County voter approved Measure D. In response to Dublin's sphere of influence amendment request, staff requested a sphere of influence amendment to include the same area within the City of Livermore's sphere of influence. This request is consistent with the general plan goals and policies to maintain a greenbelt buffer between the cities of Dublin and Livermore. This graphic shows the City of Dublin city limits in yellow and the City of Livermore city limits in pink. The sphere of influence amendment request includes the area shown here in green, known as the Crosby properties. As stated earlier, the sphere of influence amendment request is consistent with the city's general plan and goals to maintain a greenbelt buffer between the two cities. In addition, it is consistent with the general plan goals and policies to preserve open space and agriculture. Specifically, policy P6 shown on this slide states that the city shall maintain an area of non-urbanized land surrounding Livermore to serve as a buffer between the communities. In addition, the sphere of influence amendment request is consistent with the city's North Livermore Urban Growth Boundary Initiative, which limits urbanization and preserves open space, habitat, and agriculture. The City of Livermore's general plan includes the initiative. Finally, the sphere of influence request is consistent with Alameda County's Measure D, which preserves agricultural lands and protects open space, watersheds, and wildlife habitat. Measure D was adopted by Alameda County voters in 2000, setting an urban growth boundary. The Alameda County General Plan and Livermore General Plan land use designation for the Crosby properties is resource management, and they're zoned agriculture. In June 2014, the Dublin City Council adopted the Open Space Initiative, creating an urban growth boundary for the City of Dublin. The initiative is incorporated into the City of Dublin's general plan and states that within 10 years of adoption of the Open Space Initiative, the Dublin City Council shall study commercial development along the Dublin Boulevard extension up to 1,200 feet north of Interstate 580. Per the initiative language, the Dublin City Council may put a measure on the ballot to authorize development in the designated area. In September 2021, Dublin City Council directed Dublin staff to prepare necessary studies as noted in the initiative. City of Dublin staff have informed City of Livermore staff that they have completed the studies. However, the results of the studies have not been made public at this time. The red area shown on this graphic represents the commercial development boundary set by the Open Space Initiative, approximately 1,200 feet north of Interstate 580. Development of this area would be in conflict with the City of Livermore General Plan, Alameda County's General Plan, and Alameda County's Measure D. In addition to discussing the sphere of influence amendment, staff is requesting direction to conduct a citywide poll related to this amendment. The purpose of the poll will be to determine if Livermore residents still support maintaining a greenbelt buffer between the City of Dublin and the City of Livermore, consistent with existing general plan policies. The poll would include email, text message, and telephone response collection. Staff anticipates returning to the City Council with the poll results in November 2023. In closing, staff recommends the City Council receive information regarding the sphere of influence amendment and directs staff to conduct a citywide poll to reaffirm Livermore's interest to preserve open space and scenic corridor qualities along I-580.
Very good. Thank you very much. Do you have any public comment?
The final speaker is Michael McCorston.
Good evening. Get a different perspective from this side of the chambers. My name is Mike McCorston. I'm the vice mayor for the city of Dublin. I know most of you here tonight. I'm here to read a letter on behalf of our mayor, Melissa Hernandez. Mayor Marchand and the Livermore City Council, as I'm out of town this evening and unable to attend this important discussion, I've asked Vice Mayor McCorston to read my statement into the record. Our two cities have already invested significant financial and staff resources over many years, executing on what the city of Dublin presumed was a shared vision of the Dublin Boulevard Extension project that will be a significant benefit to Tri-Valley residents, with the city of Dublin as the lead agency. I hope your discussion tonight reflects the spirit of working collaboratively and in good faith for the benefit of the residents we both serve. Yours very truly, Dublin Mayor Melissa Hernandez. Thank you, Mayor Marchand and Council, for allowing me to speak tonight.
I just wanted to clarify, from the letter, it sounded as if we were arguing against a Dublin Boulevard extension. From my understanding, we are talking about including this in our sphere of influence for development of commercial and or residential properties. Would bringing this into our sphere of influence change our previous commitment between the two cities to have a Dublin Boulevard extension?
Vice Mayor, no, our commitment would not change. And I just wanted to clarify, you said that our application for the sphere of influence was for development. Livermore's application is to preserve the area between two cities as open space.
Preserve it from commercial, residential. A road doesn't necessarily count as breaking Measure D, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, that's just what I wanted to clarify.
The two cities have been talking, staff from two cities have been talking, and will continue talking. We're scheduling additional meetings to see if we can come to a consensus. There is a memorandum of understanding that exists that actually has three parties to it, the city of Dublin, the city of Livermore, and the county of Alameda.
So what is that shared vision? Can you, in a few words?
I think the shared vision is to construct the extension of the road from Dublin to Livermore.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So I have a couple of thoughts on this. So first of all, just to clarify, the action today would be to survey our residents for what they would like and for us to receive this information, nothing more, correct?
That is correct.
So after today, if we do decide to pursue expanding our sphere of influence, it will come back to us with more information, correct?
That is correct.
We received comments from the city manager, from the mayor via the vice mayor of Dublin. And the comments we received say to me that while, we have reached out and spoken with them, the end results is that we're speaking past each other, or in some way the communication is not working well. My ask for our staff is to continue to work with Dublin to find a compromise agreement. I think there is something that we can do with this area that both cities will be very happy with. Since we do have the vice mayor here, I would ask the vice mayor to speak with his staff as well, and Dublin staff, and make sure that they're on the same page of reaching out, working with our staff to try to find a compromise agreement.
I think it's interesting and it's very important that the residents of both cities are heard from. And that's why we're reaching out to our residents. You're reaching out to your residents. See how we can come to agreement. Livermore's interest right now is to expand the sphere of influence to preserve the open space and agricultural areas. And I hope that we can continue that vision to keep that a corridor along 580 of open space. Seeing no further business before the city, meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.